Are you recording?
Yep.
Oh.
Every week.
Every week for the rest of eternity. Welcome back. It's spooky season here at Unapologetic Introverts, meaning Jade has done her nails and she needs to avoid poking her eyes out with them.
Yeah. They're going to be so long when I get them redone. Oh, I waited too long.
It's fine. Now you know. Well, they'll take them down.
Yeah, no, I know. But, I have all of next week and all of the week after.
And then you're going back?
Yeah.
Did you already pre-schedule your appointment?
Yeah, I booked it when I got home. Because the girl was like, do you want to, book it now? And I was like, nah.
No. And then you're like, hold on, I should probably do this.
But I probably should have listened with the 3.5 weeks is pushing it. So me going on to the 5th week.
You're like, I'm trying to save money.
Yeah.
But now you're going to have a nail hangover.
Yeah. They're going to be long.
Don't stab things.
But it's fun.
And that concludes spooky season on this episode.
I would like to point out that last week when I was editing, I did try and make our theme song spooky, but GarageBand didn't have any spooky sounds, so I gave up.
Oh, well, I just need to find some free
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I thought it would be funny.
It would be funny. Continue to try. I'll try and find some for you.
We can always put it in over the other episodes.
That's
so
true.
It doesn't matter.
We can upload.
I don't have any reading update. I did finish my book finally.
Yeah, I haven't.
On the weekend? Yeah, I haven't read since.
You know what I was busy doing? Looking up conspiracy theories.
Why was it so hard to find any?
I don't know. I found two big
4.
ones, well-known ones, and then two I've never heard of this.
Me
Is
too.
this actually a thing?
Me
So
too.
hopefully we don't have the exact same 4.
Well, it's okay if we do. We'll just chat about it.
It's just fine. Nobody's listening anyway.
No, I think I've cursed us.
I know, we're down to no listeners.
What the hell? I mean, we were getting 16 an episode, which maybe isn't a lot, but we've lost 10.
Rip.
I was like, oh, what did I do?
We're just going to delete that episode. Pretend like
The
it never
microsode.
happened.
I really thought last week would have been a good one.
I thought it was good too.
Hopefully it gets more, because usually if I upload them on Wednesday night, I wake up and it's 6 views, and I'm like, cool. It was 1 view, and I was like, okay.
Well, our murder one just came out, right?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Usually if I upload it on a Wednesday night, I wake
Or
up.
we get more views.
Yeah.
Or listens, whatever you want to call it.
Whatever.
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to start
2
doing that
subscribers on
video
YouTube.
thing. I know, and that's probably
Bots?
no, it's probably Matthew and Devin, his friend.
Really?
Yeah. Devin's great. They're wonderful.
I love that, if it is.
I appreciate them listening because they asked Matthew what our podcast was like and what the name was. And Matthew's like, I have no clue. I'm not listening. It sounds weird to me. But he says
that weird.
Well, I know. It sounds weird to him because he's so used to listening to me in another voice vibe thing. And also, I guess he's just really nitpicky about his sound and says our sound doesn't sound that great.
Bull fucking shit. It sounds great.
Anyway, he offered to sound edit for us. But we kind of do it on the fly and pretty quickly, so.
Yeah. It's
Anyway, his new strategy, which I've told him he has to do, is listen to at least 60 seconds of each episode.
Yeah, that's all I ask.
I said, that's all you need to do for me.
10 seconds is the
Once a
theme
week.
song. You got 50 more seconds.
Yeah.
So usually, are we recording? Yeah. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
recording.
I think so.
If he's only listening to the very beginning of it too, there's a lot of rustling in the beginning that I keep in because it sounds hilarious because we don't know what we're doing.
What are we doing today? Nobody knows.
I think for the most part, it's okay. It sounded louder the past couple weeks in my ears, but then I haven't actually listened to the episode.
I think louder is better.
Yeah, no,
because people
course.
can just turn us down if we're too loud, but it's really hard to turn up and keep the quality.
I know.
So I'm just going to keep focusing on enunciating.
And not doing this. Don't do this.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was tired.
I know.
But it was good times.
We could still hear you. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I'm going to just talk directly into the mic where it exists around the little fluffy piece, which is just a tiny little thing, if you think about it.
It is very tiny, Mike.
Like, the fluff thing is just there to take out all your click.
Which, I mean, we still get that.
And it's back on. Do I sound different? Probably
Nope.
not.
Not at all.
Terrible news coming out of the Harry Potter realm. Maggie Smith passed away, who was McGonagall.
Yeah.
Now, I've never read the Harry Potter books, but I did enjoy her acting in the movies.
She was great.
And other movies as well. She's not just from Harry Potter. She's been in many other films. I couldn't name any of them because I'm just terrible at naming films to begin with. You could ask me what the names are of the Harry Potter films, and I could just be like 1 through 7. That's it.
There's a prisoner. There's a goblet. There's a stone. There's one that has 2 names because one has an American version.
Isn't it like Philosopher's Stone versus
Sorcerer? Maybe
Sorcerer's Stone? Yeah. Because people were dumb and don't know what a philosopher is.
Maybe.
I feel so American or North American.
Oh, now I want to think of them. Goblet of
Fire.
Fire.
There was part 1 and part 2 of something.
Deathly Hallows.
Okay, yeah, that's the last ones, right?
Yeah. Deathly Hallows, Goblet of Fire, Someone's Stone, Prisoner of Azkaban, I think.
That was my favorite one. And the only reason I remember that is because of his uncle.
His uncle.
Is it Sirius Black?
Is that who his uncle is?
I thought his uncle was Sirius Black. I don't freaking know. Clearly, I've never read the books or even remember the movies. I do, however, remember Maggie Smith as McGonagall and can appreciate the tremendous amount of acting skills. Now, there have been a lot of people who have passed away from the Harry Potter films.
Right? Hagrid's dead now,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
He passed away too.
Dumbledore's gone.
Both Dumbledores are gone.
There was 2?
There was 2. Yeah, one passed away like during the...
Oh, okay.
In between filming, I think.
Yeah.
And then they had to bring in a new Dumbledore. And
Gotcha.
obviously, people of those ages makes sense that maybe they would be passing away in due time now, which is just tragic. But
speaking of people passing away, have you ever watched American Pickers?
yeah.
Yeah. Not the main guy, but the
Crank me up.
I just feel like I'm very quiet. I think it's just my headphones. They were at 2.
No, you were a little quiet. That's fine.
What's his name? Not the tall, lanky guy, the shorter guy. Of
Yeah,
the 2.
he passed away.
He was like 53.
I know, it's so tragic.
Oh.
Just crazy that you hear about these things and people are so young. I mean, even if they're an age of what you would consider you have lived a life, it's still sad. It's tragic.
There's been a lot of death recently.
Yeah.
Bob lost a friend. A lady died downtown in a fire the other day.
I know. It's just wild. And there's so much more going on too, that behind doors and scenes and what we know of.
Ugh.
Dark, and especially since we just did an episode on murder.
Yeah.
We're still feeling that one. Continuing the sad news drama series of my life. The kitten that I tried to rescue off of a fence that then attacked me.
Clarify, it does look like a cat.
It was a cat kitten. It was pretty small. It's probably pretty young.
Small? Okay.
Not kitten. I would say within the first year of life.
Okay.
Because it was meowing a lot. Like,
I mean, my cat meows a lot.
No, I mean like every second. Constantly.
Poor
Wandering
kitty.
around. Meow. 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 I'm talking like an alarm clock.
Yeah.
Okay, this thing was just wandering through my backyard. So I tried to get it off the fence and rescue it. It kind of worked for a second. And then it like spazzed out and scratched the shit out of me. Ran out of my arms and then jumped back up on the fence. Like cats truly want to do.
Yep. Hi.
I get it. It's fine. I was trying to, get it down so I could see if there was, anything wrong with it. It felt pretty healthy and well taken care of. So maybe it was recently lost or who knows. Looked pretty healthy. Might have just been hungry or something. So I put out water and food for it the next day. It came back, was great. Just made sure it was still hanging out in the backyard.
Yeah.
Tried to post on Facebook like, hey, has anybody lost a cat? No answers. I've checked every lost pet thing in like the whole county and city. Nobody's out there looking for this cat.
Oh.
Super weird though. In the past like 2 days, there's been almost 10 posts with very similar cats missing. Not even close to the same. I mean, like longer hair, but all white with gray patches. I don't know what's up with these white. Maybe they're trying to have a meeting somewhere. And he's just like, gotta go. Sorry, Mom. I'll be maybe back in a little bit. Save me some tuna or something. Anyways, so to conclude this weirdly sad story, I don't even know. I'm more worried for it now. I was up late the other night and all I could hear was and meow, meow, meow. And so I popped my head out in the dark of my room to watch my crazy neighbor trying to get at this cat. And she's wandering up and down the street following it, trying to, give it treats to get it to. She's not doing it. And all of a sudden, I just see her kind of quickly move and swoop and pick up the cat. I don't know how this cat didn't lose its shit. I thought, my instinct was, maybe it's her cat and she's just terrible at taking care of it. Like she's terrible at taking care of her house. However, I check Facebook like 20 minutes later and she's got a picture of it and going, this cat's in my house now. Cool, right? Okay, well, that's nice that she cares.
You brought it in.
Yeah. Good. I did hear it freak out on her though before she got in the door. So I'm like, I know that wrath, that cat. Super cute cat. And now the cat is back on the loose. Don't ask me why or how. We heard it on the fence again going meow, meow, meow. So clearly something did not happen well with trying to take care of it.
Aww.
Anyways, that's the cat update. We'll see if there's another.
Can you call the Humane Society?
We called.
They didn't do anything?
All they said was, like you can try and get it and bring it in. Mm-hmm. Obviously, that's not what my neighbor did.
No.
I would have if I was actually able to, but once I tried to capture it the first time, it wasn't really coming near me again.
Yeah, fair enough.
It wasn't upset with me. Like it came back and close to me again, but I wasn't playing that game. I have a scar on my chest right now and it's so sad and itchy.
Yeah.
And other than that, they were like, it's probably just someone's cat that normally gets left out and goes for a wander at nighttime. I'm like, I thought that wasn't a thing anymore.
Can we find the people?
Yeah. Because it's
supposed to have a collar.
It's been here for like
tags.
2 weeks now and it's about to get cold.
Yeah, poor kitty.
I'm worried about the kitty.
We'll just get you like a tote and we'll cut a hole in it and then you can put some blankets in it.
Yeah, and then the kitty can, I mean, the garage or whatever, the shed out back is probably open to safe cat spaces. We have bunnies who stay back there because it's like covered.
The cat might have lunch.
Maybe. I don't know. It was trying to hunt down chipmunks. It was kind of funny. I was like, it actually was chasing after one of the red squirrels, and I'm like, you get it. You get to get that red squirrel.
Get the
Vicious.
Squirrel.
If anybody has listened to our other episodes, red squirrels are apparently demons. Yeah. Demons.
Oh, kitty.
Yeah. Next shot. You know something about this baby moon.
It's here.
It's here. And it's here until...
Our asteroid is here until probably the 25th of November. I still don't know if you can just see it with your eyeballs, but it's here.
I thought it was a little bit further away than the moon.
I don't know.
Something like that. But it's going to keep making like a rotation until eventually it slingshots itself back out into space and we never see it again.
No.
Because we'll be dead.
We have a mini moon.
Another mini moon.
It's exciting.
That's pretty cool. I'm hoping they're not just like, hey, it's a mini moon. But then like, a couple of days from now, they're like, we're just kidding. It's going to hit the planet or something.
It's only the size of a mini camper van. You're fine.
That's still a lot of damage, isn't it?
Probably.
What if it just lands right on me?
Honestly, is that a bad thing at this point?
I guess it would be my escape from the economic hellscape that we live in. My coworker would be like, yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah.
It's fine. Man, I just want one more bike ride in, then I can go.
Okay. It'll wait until you have one more bike ride.
Fine. Okay.
And
good.
then it'll come.
Do a few more
you'll
rotations.
See it. Just bike away.
Just bike faster.
It's just got a target locked on you. It just follows you.
Yeah, it's like laser pointed.
On a better note than dying from an asteroid.
You have more notes? I have no updates here.
We got concert tickets. You put Woot beside it.
Oh, I'm on my notes one before it's got the update. Yes, we got concert tickets.
For $45.
I know. Remind me to transfer you that money.
I'll remind you in May when the concert is.
That's next year, isn't it? Oh, God. It's so far away. We have to get tattoos before May.
What? I plan on it.
I know, but we need to get more
Okay.
than just that. More.
More.
If I go with you, which I believe I am going with you to see Katie, I'm going to ask her about adding flowers. It'd be a great time to consult.
There you go. Don't do it virtually. I still don't have an invite to the Google meeting.
I'm sure they'll follow up. They're pretty... It's not this weekend. It's next weekend, isn't it?
It's this weekend.
It's this weekend?
It's this Saturday.
Oh, maybe I would reach out then.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're just going to send it day of.
She just said later in the week, and she did, not Katie, but I think her name is pronounced Madsy. She's one of the the founding artists. She was like, she emailed me at like 8 p.m. and I answered, and she answered right back.
Maybe they're just night people.
Yeah. So she said next when she was in the studio later this week, she'd send out a link.
She's probably going to be in tomorrow.
I do have a confirmation. Like I got a text and everything. I filled out the form of
Yeah.
I don't have any diseases.
You're going to do like a consult.
Yeah.
And then do a deposit if you if they get the gist of what you're after.
Yeah. And then I can book right then and there.
I'm so excited for you.
I know.
So excited.
It doesn't feel real.
It's going to be so cool.
Yeah. And like, you know what? If my brain goes, why'd you do that? It's on the back of my arm.
It's fine. You can get a cover up pretty easy for that.
Yeah. But I think it'll be cool. I'm excited.
I'm so excited.
And I just saw a post recently that someone had like Gothic font and it wasn't super big. So I hope she can do it.
I think she'll be
small.
I think she'll be fine to do it. She's really, really good.
I know. Did you see the bat she did?
Yeah. Killer.
That was crazy.
It's massive.
It has 2 heads.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're wondering what we're talking about, it's by Katie on Instagram, and they are a tattoo artist out of Toronto.
And they have kitties.
They have kitties. They have a hilarious life of turning into a goose with their husband. And
they're super duper nice.
Awesome. Shout out to Katie. So she'll never listen to this.
No, that's okay.
It's fine.
That's okay.
Anyways, we got concert tickets to the Rex.
Yes. I think I signed up to know when they were in our area on the podcast or directly after, like a couple weeks ago.
Need this.
I was like, oh yeah, we both know like a bunch of these songs. Like what the heck? And then
time to go see them live.
I was like, oh, they're never gonna come to Canada like anytime soon. Whatever. I'll just like sign up.
Yeah.
Did not expect to get a text. Was it
last week? We're coming to Toronto. Awesome.
Like, cool.
That's still like 2-hour drive for us, but hey,
we can take the train. I've walked to the Velvet Underground. We're good.
Oh, beautiful. And it's warm. So
yeah, it'll be warm. And it's on a Saturday.
As long as it's not as freaking warm as the concert we went to. The air was not moving. I swear I was dying on the street.
Oh, it was so bad. Oh, yeah. It's at the Velvet Underground, so 440 max people.
It'll be small and cozy.
Yes.
I'm down for
$45 a ticket after fees. What the hell?
That's insane. Love when concerts are like that.
Right?
It's not the cheapest one I went to. I got to see Loveless for like $27.
First Halsey concert, $18.
Oh, dreams.
Crazy.
We'll never get that ever again.
Nope. Not at all. Music. Speaking of music.
Yeah.
What's your day list?
My day list, probably something stupid and boring because Thursday always seems to be stupid and boring.
Oh my God. Mine was like old like punk things. And
Oh,
now it's dumb again.
this is dumb sounding. Mine is grief nature Thursday evening. What am I griefing? Why are we so miserable? I do want to listen to the new Mariana's Trench album. Have you listened to it at all?
No.
It's one of those things where it just kind of came out and
Mm-hmm.
faded into the background really hard.
Yep. My
Rip.
friend bought tickets to their concert
Yeah.
and is selling the tickets.
Oh no.
I don't know why.
Oh no.
Because she was so excited, but
Where's the show?
I have no idea.
Can't be close.
I think
Well,
it's
I mean,
like
they are
Toronto, I
Canadian,
think.
so they would probably do laps around Canada pretty easy.
Yeah, you would hope.
Yeah, well, they just increased the fees again for touring in
know.
North America, so we're gonna have really hard times for music. Apparently, I'm showing some signs of neurodivergence. You listen to stimming and punk on Thursdays in the evening. Here's some nature, skateboarding, jukebox, grief, emo revival, and stomping grounds. I don't even know where to like assess in that. Let's go to grief because it's in the title. Citizen Soldier.
Oh,
I want to say Miko or Miko.
I don't know.
Benson Boone, that's fine.
Yeah.
Blue Eyes, not bad. Lizzie McAlpine,
Yep.
never heard. Colorblind, Youngblood, MGK. I think I'm okay. Sad. That's really sad. And then, you know what? Everything else is pretty boring. Let's go to stimming. BEG exclamation mark beg.
Okay.
I'm guessing that is by Vanna. Sleep Token. Chrissy Costanza and Voila.
Oh.
Hot Milk, Bad Omens, The Home. You know, it's not a bad playlist.
Okay.
There's a bunch more Sleep Token on here, so.
Love it.
And you?
Okay, so this afternoon was like
Something good.
something good. Heartbroken relationship evening.
I almost spit that out. I should not drink when you're about to announce how terrible your Spotify playlist. What are you listening to
On Thursdays? Nothing. I don't listen to anything in the evening because we podcast.
Apparently, this podcast is about heartbrokenness.
You listen to Sad Girl and Emotional in the evening. Here's some relationship. Belter, Scream, Heartbroken, Desiderium, and Sleepy Weepy.
I guess we gotta make shirts that say Sleepy Weepy Jade on them.
Sleepy Weepy. People Watching by Conan Gray. Moral of the Story by Ash and Niall Horan. Feels Like by Gracie Abrams. I'm going to go into Scream.
I am Sleepy Weepy.
People Watching by Conan Gray. Someone to You by Banners. Break Even, The Script.
You know what? That's not bad times.
It was like old pop punk this afternoon. What changed? I don't listen to music after like 5:30.
Maybe
on
this
Thursdays.
is Spotify's emotions. It's heartbroken and Sleepy Weepy that you're not listening to it past 5 o'clock on Thursday. Get your shit together, Jade. Your Spotify feels heartbroken.
It's so good during the day. I get like, I send you them sometimes. They're
I
so
know, and
weird.
they're really good. And then, I don't know, as soon as we switch to Thursday, it's like tragic. Seriously.
Oh my word. At least it's not, what is it usually?
Demure.
No. It's not Sleepy Weepy. What is it?
Isn't it the title?
No.
I don't know. Brokenhearted.
Whatever.
Sad grief, Jade.
Yeah, apparently.
Heartbroken. Sad girl.
Sad girl.
All of those vibes. Mine's probably changed only because I've had what's her name? Chapel Rowan playing on repeat for like the past 2 weeks. Honestly, it's in there. It's never leaving.
It's so fun.
It's so fun. Don't think too hard on the lyrics.
Nah, it's fine. So if you didn't listen to last week or the week before, October is like spooky things.
Spooky things.
And this one's not as spooky because there was a lot last week. But we're just going to talk about some conspiracy theories.
Well, I mean, the definition of spooky is kind of
Yeah.
open for interpretation. Some of these could
not
be
gruesome.
considered spooky.
Yeah, fair. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, so I have 4 in total.
Me too.
I'll read number 2 first. And hopefully we don't have the same ones.
Okay.
So everybody go back to the year of 1963.
Okay. The year Bob was born.
Okay, Bob, maybe you did it then.
Child.
Just a baby.
A baby.
Anyways, this was the year of the assassination of President John F. Kennedy.
I was going to do one, but I didn't click on it.
I don't have that much detail into this, to be honest. We already know a lot of the history behind it.
I don't.
Many believe that Lee Harvey Oswald wasn't the main assassin person. And
Okay.
I don't know. Back then, I would say it might have been hard to track down that stuff because they didn't have DNA.
Fair.
People were trumping over evidence a lot of the time at these scenes and things like that.
Wearing gloves, touching everything.
Yeah, so it's quite possible. But anyways, the main thing is that it happened, and many people believe that Lee Harvey Oswald wasn't the only one that did it, or was a patsy, as in, you know what a patsy is?
Nope.
Essentially the person who got blamed for it or took the fall for it. Yeah. In a larger conspiracy plot.
Okay.
So theories are ranging that it might have been the CIA involved in this.
Okay.
As in kind of an internal coup to win back the government.
Okay.
Because you kill off the president, which means the
Re-election?
well, the vice president has to step. That's why they have vice president. So they have to. The vice president would step up into the role. The next conspiracy is that maybe the mafia was involved.
In Washington? That's
yeah.
where the president lives, right?
I can't remember when this happened. Yeah, because I believe he was just on like a parade.
Okay.
Yeah, and he got assassinated.
Ew.
So the mafia might have been involved because they were maybe, and this goes deeper conspiracy, as in they might have been in line with either the vice president or with the opposing side. Because, you know, mafia can go as high as you are.
That's like a whole subject.
Yeah, that's a whole subject. So the mafia could have like secretly been in cahoots with either the vice president or someone on, you know, the other opposing side of the American politics.
Yeah.
Or, you know, trying to lead the government, which a lot of this still goes down today. It's not a conspiracy. The corporations of our world are pretty much guiding factors in most government. Like it's not a conspiracy.
Everyone's in cahoots.
Quite often the truth. The other theory was it was just a plot from Vice President Lyndon B. Johnson at the time so that he could become president.
Well, that's rude.
Right. But I imagine there's probably many thoughts in a few vice presidents' minds throughout the years to go, wonder what happens if he just boop.
Says goodbye.
Bye. So, some people will point out in inconsistencies in like eyewitness testimonies, which completely, you know, it's plausible that eyewitness testimony is
not right.
Is not right. There's a lot of panic that goes down when you watch somebody get shot in the head.
Yeah.
And, you know, basically explode Some people think the trajectory of the bullet and government investigations like the Warren Commission are also inconsistent with a lot of the facts that they're telling.
Okay.
So the trajectory of the bullet thing, they call it the magic bullet theory. And I thought this was interesting, so I kind of did more of a focus on this.
Mm-hmm.
So the magic bullet theory was a key part of the conspiracy and is still a key part of the conspiracy theories surrounding the assassination of the president, John F. Kennedy. Kind of refers to the explanation given by the Warren Commission, which was the investigating commission of Kennedy's death.
Sure.
So they did all the big follow-up and everything on it to try and, make sure everything was wrapped up into a nice little bow and nobody else was acting to take over the U.S. government.
Fair.
Who knows? They could have done it. According to the official account, a single bullet, which is Commission Exhibit 399, caused multiple wounds to both President Kennedy and Texas Governor John Connally, who was also riding in the car with President Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
So the theory is that this bullet entered Kennedy's back, exited through his throat, and then struck Connally, causing multiple injuries, including wounds to his chest, wrist, and thigh.
I just entered his back and exited his throat?
Yeah. What kind of angle?
Especially if he's in the car.
Yeah.
Were they on the back of a
They were
convertible?
they were sitting up on the back of a convertible when this happened.
Even then, you got to be on the ground.
It doesn't make any sense,
No.
right? No.
And then to what? Is it
to bounce through someone's body and then all of a
shrapnel
sudden
in it or what?
For 1963 that bullet would have been so far ahead. And then the other conspiracies are, is there time travelers?
Fair.
Did they
time
come
travel,
back?
Always.
Always. It's so wild. Did someone have a gun under the vehicle shooting through the public, sewer system?
Oh.
List goes on, but that would require very, very loud, obvious weapons to be nearby.
No, fair.
And I would assume a security team wouldn't be that dumb. I mean, it was 1963. They really weren't prepared for people to get assassinated like they are quite now. They wouldn't let a president be sitting on top of a convertible.
No, definitely not.
I mean, we can let Trump do that. That's fine with me.
That's fine.
No comment. Past that. So the term magic bullet reflects the disbelief in the plausibility of this explanation. Yeah. And skeptics argue that it's highly unlikely one bullet could do so much damage and change direction multiple times. It honestly doesn't make any sense.
No.
Those who doubt the single bullet theory suggest there may have been a second shooter involved, implying a broader conspiracy. However, the Warren Commission concluded that the bullet followed a straight path and that there was no evidence of a second shooter. So they're just on it. They're on the magic bullet theory. It's a single bullet.
Yeah, but it's 1963. They're going to miss a bullet somewhere.
That's what I was thinking. Honestly, it was probably embedded into something or refracted and yeah.
If it caused that much damage.
And, through the chaos of the crowds and stuff going on there, it could have went anywhere.
Yeah, really.
And they could just be writing it off.
Huh.
So it's kind of a weird conspiracy. This debate continues on today.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You can't go back and there's no evidence or anything it was a million years ago. Let's just say that.
Oh, you just called Bob old.
No, I'm not calling him old. I'm just relaying the fact that I'm really bad at math on the fly. So why do people believe it? Well, the abrupt, shocking death of a U.S. president kind of lit the fire to a lot of speculation. People started questioning government at that point, more than they usually do. There were so many contradictions in the official story that people, concocted theories of larger cover-ups and crazy things like mafia and CIA and coups and all sorts of crazy stuff. I wish I had more detail on the Kennedy assassination, but I feel like that could be a whole episode on its own.
Yeah, because I literally know nothing about the Kennedys. I know that I think my aunt really liked John F. Kennedy.
I think there was a lot of people who really thought John F. Kennedy was going to do some like serious good for the world. And I think just, when people rally together and don't want to see that change, they...
Was he president for a long time?
I don't actually know. I thought this was like when he got in or something.
Oh, crap. Okay. But he still has children.
Yeah.
Or is it
he had John F. Kennedy Jr.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Huh. So he was killed November 22nd, 1963 in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, okay.
In the United States.
Texas. Yeah, that makes sense.
He was the youngest person elected as president. Which is sad.
Yeah, because now we got frigging 80-year-olds.
Yeah.
Not we, but America.
Yeah, well, it's enough. It's enough. It's really enough. Just crazy stuff. So I was just trying to see. He was in office from... Blah, blah, blah. Oh, he was a senator. Okay, he was in office from January 20th, 1961 to November 22nd, 1963.
Not that long. How long are you president for?
4 years.
Okay. 4 years, then you can rerun, and then you're done?
Yeah, you can only do a maximum of 8. Okay. Unlike Canada, where we let the same idiots run the country for...
Until they die.
Forever and ever and ever. Forever. I mean, if you do get a good one, at least if they stick around, it's all good.
I saw a thing on Twitter the other day, or Threads, and it was a Canadian talking about how Americans are always like, well, they're both evil. It's like, yeah, we get it. We understand. Because they're evil up here, too. Yeah. You got to pick the lesser of the two evils.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't command or cancel our freaking leaders at all.
Pick the lesser of the two. They're all boring. They're all corrupt. They're all bad. Like,
they have no interest in actually helping you.
Nobody does.
Do not believe any of the freaking BS they spew on TV about giving you benefits and stuff. They're just saying that so you will go and vote for them, and then they'll get in and not actually accomplish anything, because they're usually too busy reversing all the stuff that the people have done before them, whether it was good stuff or bad stuff. It doesn't matter. They only have 4 years again to... 5 years, 4 years, whatever.
I have no idea.
They only have a handful of years to actually go back and reverse stuff that the opposite people were working on. It's just dumb. So what do you got?
I'm gonna talk about the moon.
The moon? Not the moon landing.
The moon landing.
Oh, god damn it. Well, I'll check mine off then.
Well, if you have anything to add when I'm done,
okay,
feel free.
I'll add to it.
So, it all started with one dude.
One dude.
Oh,
your story is already better than mine now. So go for it.
William, a.k.a. Bill Casing, who was a technical writer at a company that made rocket engines. He essentially just called bullshit.
Sorry, dude, you are completely wrong.
He goes, there was no way that NASA had the technology. And then he published a book called We Never Went to the Moon, America's $30 billion Swindle. And he noted that the moon landing was filmed at Area 51 in Nevada. And his main point in the argument was that there was no stars visible from Apollo 11 landing. Which, hello, cameras back then didn't have good exposure.
No, they were only picking up the light that they could see immediately. They're in space.
So in 1976, 28% of Americans thought the landing was fake.
And that's what we do. We fail our education system by growing up a bunch of
28%.
It's okay. I stupidly went on to Reddit and started reading the landing was fake or whatever. Oh, my brain. I do have a really good short quote from that, though.
Okay. So then, feeding into the theory, there was a film released in 1978 titled Capricorn 1, which showcased a journalist who uncovered a government hoax that perhaps landed on Mars. So even though the film had bad acting, poor reviews, and the fact that it was a work of fiction, clips from the film are still used today in documentaries that suggest the landing was fake.
Oh my God. It was a film. That happens. There's been a lot of those.
So then I have a funny fact. In 2002, Bart Sibrel, a prominent conspiracy theorist, approached Buzz Aldrin. So if you didn't know, he and Neil are the ones that landed on the moon.
Yeah, they were the first man mission to walk on the moon.
So he approached Buzz in Beverly Hills, accused him of being a liar and a coward, and Buzz just punched him in the face.
Deserved. Well deserved. Way to go, Buzz. Isn't Buzz like really old too when he did that?
Probably.
I think it was recent, wasn't it?
It was in 2002. So
yeah. So he would have been
probably
quite up
old,
there.
yeah.
Deserved it. It probably threw such a good punch, though. Honestly,
like I don't understand.
Why? What do you
I think
get
it's
out
still
of denying
like
that?
5% of Americans.
It's probably high. It's probably still 28% of Americans.
No, it did drop. I know that much.
Is that all you had on that?
That's all I got.
Okay. Well, it was definitely one of the most enduring conspiracy theories, and people still believe this to this day. Mm-hmm. And that is the 1969 Apollo 11 moon landing. Yeah. I can't even. The whole point that they thought that was staged was so they could win the space race against the Soviet Union. Yeah. That just blows my mind. Like, because if that was the case, I believe Russia would have been calling, the Soviet Union at the time would have been calling such massive bullshit and making a big stink about it if it was completely and utterly faked. Yeah.
Notice how it's just the Americans getting upset.
Right. The next thing being that they actually went back to the moon, like, I think it was 6 other times.
Yeah. We have chunks.
Yeah, we have tons of chunks. I saw one. I went to the Geological Science Center in Edmonton, and they have...
I've seen chunks in the moon, too. Yeah. I went to the freaking space station.
Yeah.
Like the thing.
So, anyways, Apollo 11 was followed by 6 trips to the moon, 5 of which were landed successfully. They have actual videos of people on the moon that are higher quality resolution and cannot be debunked because it's quite...
As it's on the moon.
Now people are criticizing that there's no dust on the lunar, whatever, the lander from the original...
Oh,
and it's a space vacuum. Things don't move.
No.
Dust only moves if there's somebody there to move it and pick it up. Also, dust is usually a combination of human skin particles and other things. So there's not going to be any dust on it. That's not how that works. There's no airflow in space. Anyways, I found this really funny history meme on it where it breaks down why people are asking it, why people are thinking that it's fake or whatever, and then it's like fairy godparents and the kid's asking like something about which moon landing, or they're all fake or whatever, and the guy's like, which one? If NASA tricked everyone with Apollo 11, why would they risk faking it 5 more times? Right. So Apollo 8 was in 1968, and that was the moon orbit mission. It was a manned mission, and that was the most famous one for having the Earthrise photo where you can see Earth from the edge of the moon.
So a year before they walked on the moon, they had
Yeah.
That? Okay.
Yeah, they were preparing.
Yeah, okay, no fair.
So they had to go and scout out where would be best to land on the moon and where would be the best place to safely land, and also maybe collect some objects and stuff, right? So Apollo 10 follows a year later with a dress rehearsal.
Right.
of Apollo 11, and they get within 9 miles of the moon's surface, which that must have really sucked being the...
Oh,
Imagine being 9 miles away
know.
from being the first people to land on the moon. Oh, sad face. But you know what? It was all... Nobody talks about it as much as the first landing on the moon, but you gotta give those people kudos. That's an intense thing. You're in space. Not only are you not landing on the planet, you have to avoid landing on the planet. Or, sorry, the moon. And then Apollo 11 happens in 1969. We get our first man-moon landing. It was televised. All of these were televised.
Oh.
Which is why...
Yeah,
what
what's
the
the
hell?
Point of faking it?
If they've just been televising this for years. Apollo 12 happened in 1969. They did a precision landing and a wide exploration. This is where a lot of the moon rock sources are coming from.
Okay.
Partially televised, wasn't fully televised. Probably because it was quite a longer expedition.
Yeah.
The Apollo 14 happened in 1971, which featured the famous golf shot where the guy played golf on the freaking moon, like televised. Apollo 15 happened again in 1971. It was the first use of a lunar roving vehicle, also televised. We all have history, like fairly documented history of all these televised trips to the moon. Then there was Apollo 16 and Apollo 17. Apollo 16 happened in 1972. They were going around exploring the lunar high grounds. That was televised. And the last official mission to the moon was in 1972.
They were like...
Yeah, because they were getting funding.
Fair.
Why did they stop going to the moon?
They stopped getting money.
They stopped getting funding, and it was very expensive. Like the guy was saying, it took billions of dollars because they had to keep reiterating technology to make it better. Why do we not send people to the moon now? Because we learned our lessons about how dangerous it is.
Yeah.
From the first examples of going to the moon. It's very harsh on your body. You have to be very physically fat. You have to be very physically fit and adapt to harsh environments.
Yeah.
You get exposed to so much radiation while you're out there. So it's basically a huge danger to put people in space, and they're not willing to watch more people get killed.
Fair.
When we can send robots that
don't die
unless their batteries give up or whatever, and then you have to listen to them sing to you as they fall
happy
asleep.
Birthday. Oh.
Rip.
Mars rover forever in our hearts.
Anyways, we're gonna sum this all up with a really good Reddit quote. I forgot to say who it was from, but they're all anonymous freaking
it's okay
things anyway. And the best comment back to about 40 responses of just stupidity was, y'all believe in the moon? And kudos to that person. I really hope that was sarcasm.
Honestly, maybe not.
Maybe not. Taking it back. Anyways, I thought I'd polish off because that was one of my big ones, and but 12 men have walked on the freaking moon.
That's crazy.
Why isn't it any women? Well,
women probably weren't allowed in space.
Right? Kill the patriarchy.
Speaking of women, have you heard the conspiracy theory that
Sure.
that Avril Lavigne died and there's an impersonator?
Yes. And I kind of believe it.
All right.
I've brought into this a little bit. I thought it was really interesting.
It is.
I don't know if she sings any better. That could sell it for me.
So the theory originated from a fan page in Brazil, and it stated that in 2003, Avril died, and a body double by the name of Melissa Vandella, has been filling her shoes ever since. It states that her record label had suggested hiring a body double to deal with the rise of fame, and after starting to work on her second album, Avril's grandfather passed away in 2003. This is like actually happened.
Yeah.
However, she was so distraught that she ended up taking her life, and Melissa continued on the legacy. According to fans, it's clear that you can hear Melissa's true identity in cryptic lyrics from Under My Skin. And then again in 2007 with the Best Damn Thing album release, fans noticed a change in her style, her arm freckle pattern, handwriting, and even her eye shape, and the way she spoke on social media. Avril has since addressed the theory, noting how weird it is, but even then, some people are still convinced.
I'd say those changes might come from makeup, age, and generally trying to change because your album is just changing. But
arm freckles.
Arm freckles. They change all the time depending on your exposure to the sun.
Yeah.
I get freckles all the time.
Also, guys, it's got to be really weird. The lady has...
Why are you paying that much attention?
Lyme disease? She disappeared.
Had Lyme disease,
had
yeah.
Lyme disease. Disappeared for a while, okay?
That was pretty crazy. I do remember when it was announced she had Lyme disease, and I thought, oh, I can never go outside ever again.
Yep.
Ticks are your enemy.
Yep.
You could just like, oh, no.
I haven't read into theory enough to like even like look at it.
I mean, I could believe it though, honestly. The same thing must have happened with a few celebrities, like Michael Jackson or something.
Maybe.
There's got to be body doubles. I mean, there's so many people who look so alike.
Fair, yeah.
And it wouldn't be hard with that much makeup.
Yeah.
Though it would be really hard to fake that Canadian accent.
Yeah, there's one, I didn't write it down, but she called something from Tim's like wrong. So people are like, you're not real. It's like, or she's been living in the States for like 30 years.
Yeah, you kind of do that when you become famous and your like main headquarters becomes a music studio in LA or something like that.
They don't have Timmy's.
Yeah, they really don't.
Sorry.
And it's not like a pop star is going to fucking Tim Hortons for a snack. Like, I could see maybe Starbucks.
Yeah.
Maybe going to Menchie's for a little bit of like froyo, because that's a really big thing down in the States.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
not Timmy's.
Not going to just fly back to Canada and be like, I'm going to Tim Hortons for that classic crappy ice cap flavoring that they haven't cleaned the machines out.
She called it an iced cappuccino, and people were like, it's called an ice cap.
You know what ice cap stands for?
Iced cappuccino.
Pretty sure it's on the freaking order board.
Yeah.
Stupid.
What's your next one?
My next one I thought was really weird. It's called the phantom time hypothesis.
Okay.
And now I'm a little concerned that we're not living in the right year. Okay. This is a theory that suggests that nearly 300 years of history, which is after death, which is after biblical Christ's death,
okay,
in 1614 to 911, 9/11.
Okay.
So the years 1614 to 911 never happened. And that the current year is actually closer to 1724 and not 2024. Could you imagine? In like just under 300 years, they have like the true Y2K and the world just implodes.
I'm trying to do math.
16
to 9 is 3?
Sorry, what? The year 1614 to 9/11, so nearly 300 years of history.
Like 2000. I'm so lost when you're saying 9/11.
The year 911 after death. As in, like, we are year 2024. This is year 911.
But 9 plus 3 is only 12. So what?
What's this nearly 300 years of history? So it would be
way more than 300 years of history.
Okay, do
right?
911 minus 614.
I thought you were saying 1614.
No. 614. That's why. You're not hearing me.
16.
No, because this is not 60. This is like pre-thousands.
I was like, hold on. Okay.
What if they were like, it's the year 1614?
I was like, that's more than 300. It's way more than 300.
No. Okay. So this is nearly 300 years of history between 614
Okay.
and 911.
Okay.
Okay. So the theory is that this does not exist.
Okay.
Nothing. According to proponents, the Holy Roman Emperor Otto III, Pope Sylvester II, and Byzantine Emperor Constantine VII
Sure.
altered the calendar to place themselves at significant moments in history. Which, you know what? I'm going to say that this theory could be correct.
I'm listening.
Okay. They argue that architectural evidence from that time is sparse and that historical events like Charlemagne's reign were fabricated.
I don't know who Charlemagne is.
I don't know either.
Okay.
So, why people are believing this? There are gaps in historical records and discrepancies in different cultures' calendars that will fuel this reasoning.
I mean, fair.
Okay. The idea that powerful figures might alter time for political gain adds a very intriguing twist to this. I believe it. I think we're living in 1724 right now. Could you imagine?
Is that only 300 years?
That's only 300 years.
That makes sense. 1720. That'd be crazy.
I wish I could stick around and not that I want to be around, but like I wish I could somehow like universally stick around and find out if within 300 years like the true Y2K happens and it just like the whole world just implodes. How weird would that be? That's my conspiracy now. It's 1724.
Okay.
Take it. I'm going to start writing that on all my paperwork now.
Do it.
Screw you, Gregorian calendar. Siri, I wasn't talking to you.
Whoa. I think my head. What?
Oh, the other one on and off?
Well, you like conjured up my Siri. And then my headphones are also dying. So they made a noise, but not the Siri noise. And I was like,
What's happening?
what's going on?
Oh, no. Do you have another one?
Yep. I have 2 more.
Oh. How many did you have?
I only have 4.
Oh. I feel like I went 4 times now.
No. I have one really, really short one.
Okay. Well, I have one more.
Yeah, I have one really short one. Then you'll do yours. And then I'll tell you about my vampire one.
Ooh, I have one from Reddit that I tried to remember all the facts from.
Right.
It's not really a conspiracy. It's
That's
just
okay.
really goofy, but we'll find out.
Okay. My shortest one because I was struggling.
I was also struggling.
The pyramids were built by aliens. Did you not know?
You know what? I question that. I have to. Look at those big ass blocks.
Which is why everyone questions it. So the theory alleges that the pyramids in Egypt were built by aliens, particularly the Great Pyramid of, is it Giza or is it Giza?
Giza, I think. Giza.
Okay. People just generally don't think that an ancient civilization had the capacity and tools to build these grand structures that are still standing to this day. Historians believe the pyramids themselves took around 85 years to build, sometime between 2589 and 2504 BC. What's that? Is that before Christ?
That's before Christ, yeah.
Who's Christ? Who's Christ?
As in Jesus.
Okay, so before Jesus is born.
Before Jesus. That's how they count Gregorian time. So anything before Christ was born is a BC. Anything after that is AC, which is after Christ.
Are we AC right now?
We are AC.
Okay.
We're 2024 AC.
So, with that in mind, that would make them more than 4,000 years old.
Insane, right?
It's weird.
It's weird, but if you look at other cultures, like the Mayans and
The Romans and the
Aztecs
Greek.
and everything like that, they were using some very complex like techniques and technology and tools.
And I mean, you've got all your hieroglyphics and your tombs of people like
they were living in a different realm, and that culture was so long that they had their own archaeologists to dig up their own history.
Because what is it? Cleopatra's closer to us than dinosaurs?
Yeah.
What?
Insane.
We gotta have a history episode.
It's pretty...
Or a couple.
Definitely need a timeline.
But yeah, so I mean, I've heard it before, and it's very weird to think, but I mean, like, I know you look at pictures of Egypt now. Like if you see like the back of like the pyramids and then there's just like the city,
Yeah.
it looks so weird. So weird to
Also,
see it from that angle.
think about all like the giant like Sphinx sculptures
Yeah.
and the Pharaoh sculptures. How? Honestly, there was such a huge like slavery workforce behind that. I can imagine it.
Is it stone?
It's all stone.
So like
We're talking like so heavy.
so heavy and they're
So
so
heavy.
big. Yeah, that's my little short
That's
one.
insane.
Aliens, people. It's always aliens.
I could have jumped alien. Well, if I was a little bit less educated on the thing, I would have been like, well, like when I was younger, I thought, how?
Yeah, of course.
But the fact that they just had so many people like brutally working at building these for years, absolute years, like they would have generations of people.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Freaking slaving to under the pharaohs and freaking slaving to build these things because number one, they had to survive whatever life you want to call it, but also that it was a belief in communication with gods, right?
Yep.
Something that they've had to follow through. It's not like us now where we're like, we spend most of our time on social media and technology. We don't have all this, I'm going to call it free time in air quotes.
Yeah.
To basically be spending trying to survive.
Yeah.
We have a lot of luxuries, right? So they were just working, not the 9 to 5.
No, probably like
probably 14 to 16 hours a day of just like labor, right?
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Now I want to dive into like ancient Egypt and like Greek mythology.
Guess we're gonna have an Egypt episode
And a Greek one. And someone can teach me about the Romans and the horse.
Oh, the Trojan?
Yeah.
Trojan horse?
That was Rome, right?
I think it was Troy.
I don't know what that is.
I think it was Troy. Troy was a place.
Okay.
And
we'll educate Jade.
Yeah, I think it was the Romans that were hiding in the horse.
Okay.
They sent it as a gift.
Yeah, I
and
know
there was
that
actually
much.
people hiding in it, and then they were suspicious, but they still opened it and let it in, and then they burnt down Troy.
Oh, fun.
Good times. Anyways, that was a very like Cole's Notes version. So my last one is the Denver International Airport conspiracy. This is like, I don't even know. When I first saw this, I was thinking, how is an airport of all things a conspiracy zone?
Tunnels, right?
Yeah, we'll get into it. Okay. Hold on.
That's all I know.
There are many conspiracy theories surrounding the Denver International Airport, otherwise known as the DIA. It is rumored to be a hub for Illuminati activity.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Secret bunker for government elites.
Okay, didn't see that.
And even a base for alien encounters.
Well, don't they do that in the desert?
Yeah, clearly. But maybe they needed a meeting point. You gotta
this
have
is
an
where we
airport.
drop off the aliens before we ship them to Nevada.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Land in Denver, fly to Nevada from there.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. So the DIA has long been a hub for conspiracy theories since its opening in 1995. This thing hasn't even been around for, 30 years? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm 33.
Oh.
Next year to be 30 years.
Okay.
1995. So how does it gain so much craziness? Okay.
I guess we got to go.
We got to go just to stop at an airport and then fly home. I imagine it's not full with a lot of amenities anymore from 1995.
Probably not.
No internet, no Wi-Fi, no power ports. Just a long walk between terminals. Many of the theories revolve around the unusual design elements of the airport, its size, cost overruns, and strange symbols found in artwork and architecture. I need to look these up because some of these sound really wild, and some of it makes me just think there was an artist who got commissioned
or an architect
that
was like, let's screw with the public.
Let's just throw some Easter eggs in here.
Yeah.
So here are some of the key conspiracy points.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about underground bunkers. One of the most well-known theories is that there is a vast underground bunker system beneath the airport. This was allegedly built to serve as a command center for a shadowy global elite, or the New World Order, the NWO.
Okay.
The airport's construction delays and excessive costs, reportedly $2 billion over budget,
Oh my God.
are cited as evidence of secret underground construction. Some believe these bunkers are meant to serve as survival facilities for world leaders in the event of a global catastrophe.
Rude.
I could see it.
Rude.
I could honestly see it as like a meeting hub.
Fallout situation.
Yeah.
Go to the vault.
Just go into the vault. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Is it like a shady meeting spot? I doubt it.
Yeah.
Could I see them building bunkers under an airport? Definitely.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't they? It's like a landing zone for airplanes. So, like, if you can get off the plane and then immediately get into a bunker as soon as possible, it's probably, I don't know much about Denver geography, but I assume it's probably surrounded by some amount of, like,
Denver's in Colorado, right?
yeah, I'm wondering.
Colorado have mountains?
I don't know. I'm assuming. I don't know anything about American geography.
Nope.
To be honest, other than maybe like Arizona desert a little bit. Anyway, that just makes sense to me.
Yeah, no, fair.
I don't know if it has to be conspiracy. I guess they just don't want to, like, why would you announce it to the public, right?
Yeah, you don't want anyone else to know.
If you announced a freaking safety bunker to the public, they would all
Want
go
to
there.
Or riot that you've made one and they can't go there.
Yeah, it's like the elite getting friggin' safety and the rest of us, you know, turning into mutants after the apocalypse. There's stories about this. It's what is it, Amazon Prime?
Oh, yeah. I was like, what are we talking about? Yeah.
Vault.
Fallout.
The next conspiracy is Freemasonry and the secret societies.
What? What?
You know, the Freemasons?
Nope.
All right, we'll have to dive into that one. That's a bit more research.
Okay.
A group
Does things.
Got
Got it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Similar to the Scientologists. Yeah. Like kind of culty. Yada. Don't come for us, please.
Bring it on.
Several symbols around the airport are said to be connected to the secret societies, particularly Freemasons. A capstone in the airport's main terminal contains the Masonic symbol and mentions a New World Airport Commission, which fuels speculation about a connection to the NWO, which is the New World Order. Although the phrase refers to a local organization celebrating the airport's opening,
Well, you know.
theorists argue that this is a cryptic reference to a larger hidden agenda.
Oh, my word.
Honestly, it's probably so coincidental that all of this come together in one place. All right. The next one is strange artwork. There are murals and sculptures throughout the airport that have drawn a lot of significant attention. They are bizarre and kind of apocalyptic themed.
Oh.
For example, there's a mural titled Children of the World Dream of Peace, and it depicts scenes of war, environmental destruction, and children standing by a soldier wielding a sword. These images are interpreted by some as foretelling global disaster or symbolizing control by a global elite. I don't know who's visiting this airport and like touring around and being like, yeah, this place, this is the Illuminati at work. The New World Order is here at this airport in Denver that was made in 1995.
Yeah.
I think if they're really working on this New World Order stuff, they've kind of failed. It's been 30 years. We're on to a new generation of people who could not care less.
Who don't have time to wander around an airport and
I
look at art.
don't barely have time to friggin'
Get on the
to an
plane.
airport. Anyways, the last one, which this just tops it all, is called Blucifer.
Oh.
There is a 32-foot tall blue horse statue near the airport. It is officially named Blue Mustang and has become infamous for its glowing red eyes and eerie appearance.
What the hell?
32-foot tall horse statue. It's blue. Why? I don't know. Maybe Denver is just like the hub of like weird artist.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, the conspiracy theorists claim that it represents one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, predicting death and destruction. I'm going to call that this is a lot of coincidences or just one artist totally screwing over Denver.
Yep.
Because not making me want to visit, that's for sure.
No, I don't want to go see a 30-foot tall horse with glowing red eyes.
Okay, so the statue's notoriety was heightened after its sculptor, Luis Jimenez, died in a tragic accident when a piece of the statue fell on him during the creation.
Bro.
Cursed by Lucifer, the blue 32-foot tall blue horse statue.
Oh, my word.
Despite everything, the DIA officials have laughed at most of these.
Of course.
They poke fun of them constantly and also started to incorporate conspiracy-themed art
Of course.
in the airport.
Why wouldn't you?
Advertising and promotional materials. Just, that's smart.
Yeah.
So come visit our airport. You don't have to fly to Denver or want to be here. Just stop at the airport.
Yeah.
We have Freemasons. This is... Conspiracy communities are all over this shit. They
Oh, of course.
It's a huge interest now. I'm mind blown that this is a thing. An airport. Would I ever think that I would be going on a podcast and telling conspiracies? Maybe Area 51, right?
Yeah.
Aliens, sure,
Of course.
whatever. Maybe
An airport?
murder conspiracies. Yeah, sure, whatever. An airport in Denver.
Of all places.
Anyway, why do people believe this? Well, because it's got weird art
Yeah.
and construction mishaps. Lots of random things that went bad. And now they think there's just hidden meanings all over the place. Easter eggs. Stuff that's coming to kill them.
Well,
I mean, I go back to the first one and it's like underground bunkers costing $2 billion over budget. Definitely a write-off for underground bunkers.
100%.
$2 billion. They're probably creating them like vaults as like we're storing seeds, getting ready to like grow crops underneath the ground, all that bullshit, right? Even in 1995, $2 billion wouldn't have, $2 billion would have been a lot of money, but $2 billion for that kind of technology doesn't surprise me.
No.
So yeah, that's my final conspiracy.
Interesting. I did see the Denver airport Illuminati thing, and I was just like,
I don't get it.
I don't think I want to read into this. Like, what?
I'm glad we didn't deep dive into the Illuminati because I still don't get it. Same with like the Freemason stuff. I don't understand.
No. So my last one is the conspiracy theory. I'm going to let you finish your drink. That Prince Charles is a vampire.
I want to say yes. I'm not shocked.
Okay. So in 1998, Charles learned that through his great-grandmother, Hello? What just happened?
It's just funny. It just clued in.
No, my thing turned off.
Your thing turned off, or was it me?
Or can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, my headphones died.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Gotta charge those suckers.
Yeah. So he learned that through his great-grandmother, he is a blood relative of Vlad the Impaler, a.k.a. Dracula. Apparently, he has Romanian roots and is Dracula's great-grandson 16 times removed.
That's a lot of times. I mean, there's no vampire left in that.
Wait, it gets better. He supposedly liked this information, promoted Transylvania as a tourist destination, received the honorary title as Prince of Transylvania, and even has several properties in Romania. Just wait.
Ooh.
There's also a disorder called I should have looked up how to say this. Porphyria?
Porphyria?
But like PHF. That runs in the royal family. It's a severe iron deficiency that is nicknamed the vampire disease. Individuals are extremely sensitive to sunlight, and some even blister when they're exposed to the sun.
My friend actually has that.
That sucks.
Yeah, she hates it. It's so hard to go outside.
I just thought I was like scrolling and
this
it's like,
dude is clearly a vampire.
he looks dead.
He's been around he's not 16 times removed. He's 16 times actually the vampire.
Have you, I think, because Prince Charles was the one married to Queen Elizabeth.
I don't know. That just this
Right?
this confuses me because like I know there's a lot of like cousin love going on there, and
If it's the guy that I'm thinking of, there is a photo of him in a taxi, and he looks like a corpse.
I'm gonna pull him up right now. Prince
Charles.
But didn't he die?
No.
Oh, he's 75 years old. Yeah, he's a vampire. Dear, oh. Yeah, man's a vampire.
Right?
Like it's not defamation if it's true. So scary looking. He did have a young phase though, you know. He was so maybe not. Maybe not.
Maybe because he's 16 times removed, you know, just
I mean, he might live forever, so who knows?
yeah.
Isn't he Prince Charles is what's his face's dad, Prince Harry?
No.
I don't freaking know. I don't know. Was that I don't
No.
I don't understand.
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
No. Charles III is king of the United Kingdom and the 14 other Commonwealth realms. He was born in Buckingham Palace during the reign of his maternal grandfather, King George VI, and became heir apparent when his mother, who was Queen Elizabeth, acceded the throne in 1952. What is happening? Oh, I saw him on the news tonight. He was dancing with Samoa. In Samoa.
Oh.
Pretty cool. Honestly, I was impressed.
I just
75 years old and still going strong. That's because he's
a vampire.
7,500 years old. He's clearly a vampire.
That's my last conspiracy.
His children is Prince Harry.
What?
Man, got an old dad.
Yeah.
Yes, children. Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, William, Prince of Wales.
So Diana was married to him?
No. Maybe? I don't know.
Diana's their mom, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, his spouse is Queen Camilla. They were married in 2005, and it was Diana, Prince of Wales, from 1981 to 1996 when she died in a wild car accident. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Car accident? Yeah. That's another conspiracy. That goes deep. Super deep. I don't know. Wow, I'm learning so much. He's been knighted 4 times.
Why? Okay.
I didn't realize you could get knighted more than once, but it's a thing.
We're going to have
Just
history episodes,
understand this
royal
whole
family episode.
I don't understand what's happening. His dad's really old.
Yeah,
But then again, these English folk, they live forever.
they do.
Like forever.
They do.
It's insane. I mean, that's fine. But they're also vampires, so it's fine.
Fair.
Yeah, fair. I understand. It's cool. You stay on your side of the pond.
Yep.
You don't want to be here anyways. I know it's cold, but I think Transylvania and all that stuff, they gotta have crappy weather there too, like cloud coverage.
Yeah,
It gets sunny here and humid. You don't want to come here.
No.
No. I'm advising against that travel. Especially don't stop in Denver. Or that's where your secret underground bunker is.
Yeah.
It's all coming together now.
That's where the vampires go.
Full circle. This is where King Charles III comes for his royal naps. Denver.
Oh, dear.
And then where does he go after that? The moon. And that's why we haven't been back to the moon. There's actually a coffin on the moon that he takes a nap in because he can't deal with humans anymore.
Oh, dear.
He's got lots of money.
Yeah.
Could travel to the moon.
He just flies.
Just flies.
Turns
He's
into a bat.
Vampire bat. Ah! Not very flattering pictures coming out of Vanity Fair.
No.
Honestly, it's a little spooky. Look at that one on the right.
Oh, there's worse.
Left. Sorry, it's so awful.
There is worse.
But then if you look at his young pictures, he looks so young. It's all good. Anyway, that was it's all
she wrote.
It's all she wrote. There's still so many more conspiracies out there, but we offer you the latest 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us your song, Erin.
My song, my give back is Nervous System by Taylor Acorn because her new album just came out and it's so freaking good.
I'm gonna have to listen to it.
It's so good. The whole album's great. I'm not surprised. And yours?
It is Cigarettes and Feelings by The Haunt. I was
Ooh.
struggling with a song and then it came on shuffle and I went, okay,
This is good. This will do.
I've heard this before. Sure.
Excellent. Well, another episode has passed, my friend.
I know.
This is episode 30.
Yep.
Is there a conspiracy to deal with the number 30?
I don't think so.
No. Just generally unlucky.
30?
Yeah, it's all downhill after 30. Or to the moon. If you're a vampire. Or if you're Charles III.
Yeah. Fair.
Just
Fair.
hides on the moon. Turns into a young human again. Comes back in 100 years.
In 100 years.
Well, people aren't going to believe that he dies that easily, so.
Fair.
Wrapping things up. Thank you for listening to episode 30. If you've got any weird conspiracy theories that you want to share, whether you believe in them or not.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing before we go. I got to tell the story. I got to tell a story that I stumbled upon on Reddit and then lost on Reddit.
Okay.
Okay, so this is not a conspiracy theory, and you can cut this out later, but essentially, this lady was writing a post. I think it was like 47 female. She's dating a 28 or 29-year-old dude.
Red flag.
Red flag says it is, right? Kind of strange. Anyways, she is occupying an apartment or a house or something with said male, and she starts to notice that her stuff is being moved. And he's doing it. She knows he's doing it. So, for instance, she's put her keys on the counter. Well, he puts them in some random place, like on top of the fridge.
Okay.
Or in a cupboard, in another room, whatever. She leaves her hairbrush in the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And he takes it and puts it in the kitchen, in the utensils drawer.
Okay.
Okay. If your red flags are going off now, thinking, oh, just like what she thought, he might have OCD. He might have some kind of, hoarding
Compulsion.
problem. Right? Right. Great. So she talks to him and she asks him, hey, what's up? Like, why are you moving my stuff? Are you embarrassed to have my things here? Or the next, thing that you might jump to is, are you trying to hide my stuff because you have someone else coming over?
Yeah, fair.
Cool. Good conspiracy, right? He says, no. I'm just trying to protect your things. And she says, protect them? He's like, yeah, I'm protecting them from the gnomes. The gnomes. And of course, this goes into more inquiry. The gnomes?
Yeah, the little people.
And he says, yeah, they will take your things if you don't leave them, or if you leave them in places that they don't usually go, they won't find them.
He wants them to take.
He doesn't want them to take her stuff. So he's taking them out of the places where they usually would go and putting them in weird places. So he's taking her hairbrush because she left it out and putting it in the kitchen drawer.
What the hell is going on?
Because he doesn't want the gnomes.
Is this man got trauma from childhood about his mother yelling at him to put away things because gnomes are
That's exactly what my dad said.
That gnomes are gonna go get them.
My dad's like, I think he's been trained to do that. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, that is it. Or he really needs some help, which is all right too. But I just thought that's a conspiracy theory. Now I'm thinking the gnomes are misplacing stuff. Anyways, good luck to her.
Jeez.
Good luck with your relationship. Might be a few red flags there. She wanted to support him fully and get him some help. So that was nice.
That's
kudos.
nice.
But I'm for this gnome conspiracy.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're stealing socks too.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll leave you with that. Think about it. Do you have random gnomes in your house?
Yeah, I'm missing a lot of socks.
Stealing your shit. This guy could be onto something. All I'm saying. 'Cause I've lost a remote in the past week. I don't know where it's gone.
We lost a set of keys.
It's just the gnomes. Okay? And whether you believe in the gnome or not, email us.
Please.
Email us your conspiracies. That could be ones you know of or ones you think are bonkers, whatever. Ones you believe in and we don't think are bonkers, but we want to hear about them, but maybe we think they're bonkers. You can send us an email at unapologeticintroverts@gmail.com. We will share them all month long since it is spooky month. And if you want to find us in other places on the internet, just go to our bio.
So many links.
So many links. And other links that you can do is just listen to these episodes for minimum of 60 seconds. And then follow, like, rate, and subscribe. It's all free. You know, if you're our friends and you don't give us birthday presents or Christmas presents, just like, think about it. This is a great trade-off. It's free.
Yep.
All you got to do is make a couple clicks.
Put it on mute. Just let it play in the background.
Literally. We applaud your dedication if you are our friends and listening, or family, always. And if you want to, like, rate, subscribe us, maybe share with your other friends that we got kooky things going on. We'll be doing spooky stuff for the rest of the month.
We're going to talk about urban legends next week.
Next week is urban legends. So
then we need
creepy.
one more, and then it's our Halloween special.
Halloween special. Do we have a plan for Halloween special?
I'm working on it.
Okay, great. So we'll see you next week for another spooky topic. Bye.
Bye.
Spooky.